Ryan Kelly, Will Fries, brand new members of the Minnesota Vikings. But you know each other. You know, you were teammates back in Indy. Now you're here. How did the process go, the free agency process go? Did you talk to each other during it? Will, I'll start with you.
Yeah, Ryan had signed before me, and texted me. He's like, "You gonna come here with me or what?" So I think that was a kind of a compelling argument to go play with him again. Was not a bad deal. So I was super fired up to know that he was going here and be able to join him. It was awesome.
Yeah, I got a couple messages right after I agreed to the terms, and it was like a full court press on him, and I was like. I don't remember like talking to you a couple weeks ago. Like, I don't remember Minnesota really being on the radar. And then sure enough, I'm laying out and I get a phone call from Will Fries, and it was like all I heard was him and his fiance Izzy just going "Skol!" And I was like, it took me a second, and I was like, what? So I mean, I feel like hardly ever does that happen, right? Like in real life, is to play next to a guy like this, and then to end up in a completely new division, right? Is kind of an anomaly. So. Super fired up.
I heard there's a group chat going on when after the signing, so you guys can talk about it. Give me a peek into what it's your wife and your fiance and yourselves have been talking about.
It was just all congratulations and high fives all around. I mean, to be able to be with the Kellys again and kind of experience a new chapter and kind of go through it with them, like that's pretty special. Like Ryan said, that doesn't happen all the time, and
that's very true.
So we're all fired up to be together again.
Yeah, I think there's a little bit of like there's uncertainty. Like you've only been in one place, so it's like moving to a new city, we don't know anybody, and then to have like our two best friends move up there too, which is just such a relieving thing to have. And we thought there's a chance we never play together, again, right? And it's to have that go on somewhere new, somewhere exciting is a lot of fun.
What is something about Will that you think Vikings fans should know?
I think you look at who he's become as a player, drafted in the 7th round, learning to go play right guard, and then see his development from year 2 to year 3 to year 4, go through a really tough injury that would cripple most people, and the way he's attacked it, the teammate that he is, the true glue for our offensive line room for so long. There's just so many intangibles there that like the fan would never know, right? But I know it's tough to hear that sometimes. It's just absolutely talking great about you. But it's just the truth. I mean, the player that he's become and the resiliency, I think there's such a mutual respect for guys that were drafted late and turned out to be great players and then, get what he deserves on the open market is just really awesome to see.
Okay, I'm going to flip this. What's one thing that we should know about Ryan?
I don't know how I can top that. That's really nice. I mean, from a guy that had my back from day one in Indy, had me and my fiance over, for Thanksgiving, and we were kind of the new ones in town, and to really take us in, and has had my back all the way through all the time we've been there. Super special. We've become such great friends, but a guy that's smart, tough, dependable. It's been a leader in the room for so long, and a guy that I just respect so much, and it's been so much fun playing next to him, and having that chemistry to come here. I mean, it's so special, and I'm just so lucky to play next to this guy again.
Well, you guys have experience working with several different quarterbacks from season to season. Now you're getting another one, obviously, here in Minnesota, and you even have experience working with rookie quarterbacks who have been through an injury. What have you learned from that experience that you can use here?
Yeah, I think young guys who have injuries early in their career, it's obviously a major setback, but I feel like some of these guys become so resilient and so hardened to, relying on their process, relying on who they are and their mental toughness, to come into this league, first round draft pick and then, lose your entire first year, right? It's like a lot of that weighs on you, right? I can imagine. And so just seeing that in a couple of different places I've been and different guys is I think these guys really helps them, later in their career of like building the resiliency, showing the tenacity in year 2. Obviously not the way you want year 1 to go, right? But I think if you can find a silver lining in anything, that's what it is.
What's the key to making change at quarterback as an offensive lineman work?
I don't know. I mean, I bet JJ this morning. I mean, he is beyond fired up. Like he is, the guy's got a ton of energy, and I just playing with him seems like he's got a good routine already. He seems like he's all squared away. Coming where he came from. So he's all fired up, and I think that, you know, he more than anything, just getting to meet him, and his personality seems like he's already set up, and you know, being in a good system and having all these coaches here already, that he's already on the right track.
Yeah, speaking of that, what excites you the most about working with this Vikings offense in particular?
Yeah, I think if you kind of watch as other offensive linemen in the league, you watch other offensive linemen work, and as they come together, you can kind of watch it on film how they play together, right? And they're kind of the sole nucleus of that offense, and like as the offense goes, they go, and vice versa. But I think you can see that even just watching a little bit of their film this year when we played the NFC North, was like this looks like a group that like truly leads that offense. Now we come in as kind of outsiders, right? But you step into a role where like you truly know what that room means to the rest of the locker room, what it means to the guys who were in it, the sanctity of that, and I think ultimately that's why you play the game, is like for the guys next to you, right? And offensive lineman is such a thankless job sometimes that like it really brings you together. And I think just from an outsider perspective looking in, like that's what they've always been around here, and something that we hope we can add. Yeah,
I think just like earning your right in the way to the room, and coming in, getting to meet those guys, like Ryan said, watching from afar, get next to playing next to a guy like Brian O'Neill, and watching Christian play. Like those guys have been great players for a while, and to be able to join them and join this group is it's going to be awesome.
At some point, do you think it'll be a little bit more difficult to not look up and wait to see Justin Jefferson just across the field for a touchdown wide open?
We're looking forward to a lot of that, definitely.
I've already heard from people like they're like it's special. Like when you see it for the first time,
Really?
I was like, all right, well.
So you heard that from a player?
Yeah. I won't say the player's name.
No. But, that's really cool.
Yeah, they were like, it's pretty cool, man. Like, and this guy's been around the league for a long time. So.
Wow, that's awesome. Well, you guys have played in US Bank Stadium before. Yeah. Well, I'll go with you. Like, what are you anticipating that first game in purple and gold to be like there?
Man, I mean, just the atmosphere of the chanting, the fans, the energy. I mean, we were watching YouTube videos last night with my fiance. I was showing her, she had never been here, but when I was here, and we played here in 22, and just the energy. I mean, it's special, and it's gonna be a lot of fun. So I can't wait to strap up those pads again, be out on the field, and kind of feeling the energy of all the fans, what they're bringing. Just putting a different uniform on too. Like we've only worn the same uniform for 9 years, 4 years, right? And so like it's a fresh start in a fantastic place with great fans. Being on the other side of it, it's just a great place to play. It's one of the best in the entire NFL. The place is always rocking, and like to be a part of that and have a lot of success is going to be a lot of fun.
Okay, Ryan, I'm going to put you on the spot just a little bit. What is your favorite Will Fries nickname? I feel
like this is a loaded question. I feel like you guys have already, like somebody leaked this to you guys.
Oh, no, I actually do not know.
Yeah.
So when we got him in 2021, Will Fries, I was like, well, like I don't really like Will. I don't really like Fries to call you that. Like, so it just doesn't really flow as well.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, well, like Fries, potato, Spud.
Yeah.
So I usually give credit where credit's due. Like, I will take all the credit for this one. That was my nickname.
That was all me.
Yeah.
Okay, good to know.
So now when I hear people in the building in here talk about like either Will or Fries, I'm like I haven't called him that in 4 years. Like, it feels weird, right? But in Indy, everybody knows him as Spud, and it's like it's Spud.
I mean, did you like that when it happened? Like, you good with it?
It stuck right away. I didn't really have a choice as a rookie, but
the more you fight it, the harder it's gonna stay, right?
I mean, I love it. I mean, it was kind of weird when we came yesterday, and I heard my name Will like 6 different times, and I'm like, all of a sudden, I'm like, it's the most I've heard my name in like 4 or 5 years. Like, I need my nickname back. So he brought it right away. So I think hopefully it'll stick.
The comfort is there, right?
Yeah.